water,
earth,
fire,
air.
These are the elements that are in this game.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
Hi, I'm Darian. And today we are here to talk about another game review for you guys, one that we picked up recently at Gen Con.
Yes, we did. It is titled Guardians of the Four Winds.
Yes.
So,
we were lucky enough to actually meet the incredible Quincy,
yes.
who is
in partnership with Catalyst
Yep.
Games, or Catalyst Game Labs.
We were given this copy specifically by him after meeting him, who a wonderful person,
Yes, he's so
great conversation.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar, Quincy from Quincy's Tavern is
On
a
TikTok.
social media influencer, and so he posts a lot of positive videos about him and his tavern, and talks about recipes, talks about cool drinks, and then he kind of relates it to life events or things that people might be going through, and it's just very positive.
It's very comforting.
Yes.
Just being on his little TikTok is it's really calming.
Correct. This was released in 2025. The length of the game is anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes, potentially, give or take.
Yeah.
The player count is 2 to 4 players. And the type of game it is a tile...
Abstract tile laying
card game.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because the tiles are cards, obviously, but really cool, I think. The complexity, I would kind of range it lightweight.
It is very light.
Yeah, it's a very lightweight complexity.
Yeah, if we have to give it a rating, kind of how Board Game Geek does, I don't think that it's necessarily listed on BGG just yet because there's not enough reviewers, but I would probably give it like a 2.5, 2.6 something, whatever, in that range. It's very simple. Here is how it kind of plays. We're going to do a rough overview.
So at the start of the game, everyone's going to get a little player mat. They're little tiny square boards that everyone gets. To get the actual play area set up, you're going to grab the Crossroads card that comes with the game, which has the 4 factions laid out on the square. This is going to be where you get your cards. Everyone will get 5 of them to start. You can have a blank space on there. You can have one of the 4 faction colors, or you can have a compass on there, which is going to be a wild. And then you're just going to play the game.
So on your turn, the turns are very simple. You are going to choose 2 cards to play, and you are supposed to overlap them. So there are 4 different types of factions. There are the Griffin, the Phoenix, the Dragons, the Kitsune, and then, like she said, the Compass and the Void are the 2 kind of wild, or they cover up the other ones.
Preventing it being used.
Correct. So what you would do is you would place, so say for example, this Griffin's going to go right on top of this Griffin. However, there is a rule of the 4 winds where you are able to have the Phoenix cover the Dragon cover Kitsune cover Griffin, and Wind, or the Griffin Watch, will be able to cover up the Phoenix.
With your player board, they have a side A and a side B. The side A is going to be the same across all players, each different shapes that you're trying to create. Not different, but the same. You're going to try to be the first to seal it or claim it with your faction token. That's your little guys here. They're going to be on each 4 corners of your board, so that way you know which ones you've completed and which ones you haven't.
Correct.
Side B is going to be a little bit harder because you're all going to be working to be doing different shapes in different ways, in different colors. So yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much what you're just trying to do is you're trying to cover up whatever you can to make the shape that you are trying to claim. And once you do, you put your faction, like she said, on there. And then along with that, you also have these
Spirit seals.
The spirit seals, and this can go on top of anything to prevent people from trying to cover up what they need to do.
Or possibly benefit you on your next turn to be able to use it to complete something.
So that is pretty much the turns. And then after you do, you then draw 2 cards. And you do it until you are the first person to complete all 4 of the shapes.
As soon as the last person plays their last faction token, the game ends and they are the winner.
Correct. So now, our thoughts.
So the first impression of this game when we saw it, I immediately was like, this is really cute. It looks exciting. I'm a big lover of little abstract games, especially like tile placing.
Yeah, we just did our top 10
yes.
talking about our favorite mechanics in games, so if you would like to go check that out, we'll put it in the link below.
Yep. But I just really, when I first saw it, I was like, and then I got even more excited because once I discovered it was Quincy who did it, I was like,
it was really cool.
I was like, oh my god, that's so cool, because like I watched this person to actually see that they've created a game. It's just really exciting.
Yeah. Now again, with talking about the design of the game, he did not create the game, but I believe that he did kind of influence.
Storytelling.
Maybe I'm not exactly sure the ins and outs of everything, but yes. So it is designed. So Mike Ritchie actually made the game. It wasn't Quincy, just to be clear.
But it's a Quincy Taverns game, I guess, based on his folklore that he has created.
So they're actually planning, from what I heard on Quincy's actual social media, is that they are planning to do other games along with him or something like that. Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to change the way others play. One might be like a different theme entirely. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
But that's what I heard, that they're going to continue to do, like a series maybe.
Yeah, just like a broader build on the universe, I guess.
Yeah. So the components. I actually like the components. I think they're actually kind of cute. These are pretty lightweight wood material, but they're painted okay. And there's nothing to it.
I love it. I think they're really cute. I think it's a simple little box of cards and little pieces.
Yeah. Now I will say the cards they are laced very well. The inner workings of the cards.
They're thin enough because they do have to be layered on top of one another. So like I understand why they're thin, but they feel very sturdy.
Yeah.
Like they're really nice quality. They're not like super soft to where they're going to be sliding off of one another when they're on top of each other, which is what I've noticed and I really like. But they don't do it often. And I've seen a lot of other cards that have that problem.
Everything is decently made, I believe. So the production overall is okay. It's not extreme. It's not, I mean, you're not expecting anything big. It's a small game. So, yeah. The theme. So the theme, obviously, it does kind of come through, even for an abstract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think. What I really like, too, is, like, in the rules of the book, there's actually, like, a little lore on...
Yes,
like,
Quincy
the factions.
did.
And I think that's really unique to kind of bring into such a simple little game.
Sure.
Have that.
Yeah, and I mean, take it or leave it. It's there.
Yeah.
The lore bits is written by Quincy. The book does have like a few goodies inside, and that kind of helps with the theme overall. But it's still abstract, so it could be whatever. But I think it helps that that Quincy was kind of a part in it. So So the replayability. I think the replayability is slightly lacking in a way, and I wanna like kind of say that there's certain times where you can find yourself wrapped up in, okay, there's nothing that I can do to stop what's happening. Once one person gets two, it's and then maybe you have four still to get. I mean, we played it I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times, so this is still like I'm not really sure. I don't think the replayability is really there for me. But maybe for you it is.
I think it's definitely replayable. We haven't got a chance to really play it at a 4-player count yet. But I every time we've replayed it, there's been times, like you said, like you don't know what to do because once you kind of get so far, someone gets so far ahead of you and you've not gotten it's like
there's almost nothing that you can do to stop them, especially if there's multiple avenues for you to place on and then finish your final shape. That is kind of the problem. So one thing that I just do not love is that you can't really do much to stop somebody, and exactly if you have in your hand the thing that you cannot complete, if you need that collar, there's not much you can figure out, because if all you have is to draw from, if there's like more red or more blue or whatever, you have to hope that whatever you draw is going to be what you need. I really wish that there was a mechanic kind of in Ticket to Ride where you can reset the river of cards.
That's what I was about to say. I think it's something we might end up adding like as a house rule for us, that if everyone agrees at the table to go ahead and replenish the river of cards, then we're going to do it.
Yeah, maybe even on your turn when you're drawing.
Because it doesn't specify anything, because you could get, like he just said, like all one color across the board sitting out there.
I mean, the odds
what are
are...
you gonna do?
Exactly. And so stopping somebody or helping yourself is very limited. So, yeah, that is one thing I'm not a big fan of.
Now we're going to hop into just roughing up at the end. One thing we like about the game, one thing we don't really like about the game.
And then we're going to go into our actual number rating.
Yeah.
So, cool. Here we go. We're going to write it on these gigantic boards that we have. All right, so I like how you made yours. This is kind of great. So.
Yeah. That's cool.
All right, it's cool.
That's why I was looking at yours. I was like, what does yours say?
Yeah.
Mine's tiny. You can't really see it, but it's...
I think so. It's simplicity, right?
Simplicity.
Yeah, simplicity. Mine is Quincy's Touch. Who wants to go first?
Simplicity is going to be my pro about this because it's simple. It's literally an easy to learn game. You pull it out. We learned it in 5 minutes, and I just thought that was such a good little, just easy. It was quick and easy.
Sure, yeah.
And when we were being taught it by Quincy himself, it was like, okay, I got this.
Yeah, kind of.
Like it was really nice.
Yeah. All right, so mine is Quincy's Touch. The reason being is because, well, I'll get to that in a bit, but I really just like what's in the book. I like his little recipes. I like the little poems. I like the little lore. It's really cute. And yeah, it's funny because half of the rule book is just the rules, not even half. There's more of his stuff than there is of the rules, and that's all right here. So that's kind of cool. And I really enjoy his poetry. I do watch Quincy every so often, and yeah, I think he's very brilliant. He's a very brilliant influencer all around. So yeah, now we're gonna say Archon. We're gonna write down the thing that we do not like, if there is anything. If not, we don't put anything. All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal. What does yours say?
2 or 4 player.
2 or 4 player. Okay, cool. I put gameplay.
All right, so kind of similar. I guess I'll go first again.
Yes, go first.
All right, so the only thing that we played this a 3-player.
Mm-hmm.
It did not work. It was not, and maybe we just didn't fully get into it, maybe the way we should have, but like it just was chaos. It was turns. I mean, it's supposed to be a 30 minute game.
Yeah.
Turns were taking like 5 minutes.
It was a bit strenuous.
It was
strenuous, yeah.
It was crazy.
Well, and maybe we just weren't really there.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it was us.
Yeah.
But when we played it at 2 players, the couple times that we did, smooth sailing, back and forth.
It was very fast.
It was like, yeah, there was a couple moments where we're staring at the board, especially once it starts getting a little bit bigger. You're like, oh god, what do I do? Sure. But no, with 3 player, it was too much. I say 2 or 4 player because I don't know what it would be like at 4 players. It almost feels like it might be a little bit too much too, but I feel like it being an even number again would make it go back and forth a little bit better. But I still think it might just be a 2-player game, but 2 or 4 player, not 2 to 4.
Sure. Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, for me, it is the overall gameplay. I really don't even know how far I want to go into this because there's just like a lot that I kind of have problems with. I have problems with the boards being open information. I feel like that should be kind of secretive. Then again, how are you going to stop somebody if you don't know that? So it's like I don't know. Also, I don't know how much these seals help or hinder.
I've tried to explain
folks.
to him how they actually are beneficial. I don't think he fully grasped it, but they do make sense to me.
I've claimed a lot of my shapes with these. I get that.
Yeah, and with others I have. Too.
I have. I don't know if overall the balance is really there with these. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know how far I want to go into this rabbit hole because I don't want to keep punching it. I really feel that if this is a 2-player game, that you should each have 2 factions. I think that would actually help a little bit, and we want to try that. I think that actually that would be really fun. Because the strategy,
That's
again...
where I'm saying it would be a 2 or 4-player game.
Right, sure. Yeah, I think that like if 2 people... Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be really interesting to see. And yeah, again, there's just not a lot that you can do to...
There's not a lot of prevention that you can do for other players.
Correct.
It's a lot of, okay, they've already started building up this here. I can try to stop it, but then that's also going to put me back maybe 2 steps. Yeah. So it's like, what do you choose?
Agreed.
There's not... the balance is a little hard to find. Maybe we just haven't found it yet.
Sure.
So like I'm not gonna say that it's not there because it could be.
Sure.
That's the only thing. Like I said, I think it could be a good 2 or 4-player game.
Yeah.
Because it was really good when we played it at 2. Like it was a nice little back and forth, quick little pull out of the game, and it was really nice. So
I think it has come time for us to actually put our number review down.
Our number review, our final thoughts too.
All right, we're gonna reveal at the same time. We have no idea what we put, so here we go. What is yours?
4.5.
Wow, okay, I have a 4. Okay, that's all right. Okay, that's surprising. I did not think that you were... I thought it was going to be a 6 for you for some reason. Because you have said a lot of positive things.
Yeah.
I said way more negative.
I know. Because here's the thing, is that I can see the positive, and I can see...
There's potential.
That's what I'm saying. I can see the potential in the game. I can see the potential in the world building, too. Like, I can see that.
So we do play a lot of games. This might be a game for people who have not played a lot of abstract tile laying games, things like that. It's a perfect
game for that, actually. I think it's a perfect game. I think it's a good introductory to abstract games.
Sure. I think it can be. And you know what? Even the box too. I
love the box.
Because it's magnetic.
It looks like a little book.
It does.
I love it. I love there's a lot of things that I love about this. Gameplay wise and game wise, that is why it got a 4.5.
Yeah, it's just not one that we're gonna immediately come back to. If somebody asked to play this game, this is something. Yeah, we will. But again, there are many other games that we have just played that have maybe a richer experience. Maybe, you know, I mean, there's a lot of tile-laying games that we like that, you know, we can wrap up in about the same time, but have more of a,
honest with you,
of a dopamine drop.
I think one of the things that kind of really hindered us on the experience with this game was when we played it at 3 players, and just the experience we had with that, I think kind of showed us like that this might not work with that. Because for a game that's supposed to be quick paced, kind of going back and forth, it really took a long time for 3 players, and it was kind of crazy because like we got paralyzed by what do we do. It can
cause analysis paralysis.
Very bad. It was pretty bad analysis paralysis. But I think that could be better. It was fine when we were doing 2 players. Though,
Sure. So that is Guardians of the Four Winds. That is our review of it. We are looking forward to seeing what other games in this series, if they are going to do a series, are going to be happening. But yeah, Catalyst Game Labs, thank you so much. Quincy, thank you so much as well.
We're excited to see more from you guys in the future. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button and share, and don't forget to subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Yes. Bye.